On this episode of Comedians in a Comedy Club Answering Questions, we ask, what are the best and worst purchases you've ever made?
I brought a pair of jeans from the internet one time, and they looked so cool on the guy, on the model. And when I got, this is true, when I got them, they were pretty much assless chaps. Like, legitimately assless chaps.
The best purchase I've ever made, I bought a deck of cards with 50 different tips on how to give cunnilingus.
Oh, that was the best. Yeah.
And the worst purchase I've ever made was... Fuck, I make some pretty good purchases. I'm really tight with my money. I'm switched on, baby.
LSD from the Netherlands.
I think when I took my future husband, who I'm married to now, took him to a really fabulous restaurant called CICCAQ in London, and I was really poor. And I just wanted to, because back then, guys paid, and I just wanted to treat him and let him know that I wasn't, bludging or taking the piss. So I really enjoyed paying for that dinner for Kev, yeah.
Any one of my Datsun 1600s were probably the best purchases. Worst ones, any Toyota Camry I've ever owned, yeah.
Worst purchase? It was for my ex-husband. May he rot in hell. He's not dead, but he is to me. Can't remember what it was, but yeah, regret every penny.
Best purchase I've ever made was when I started buying MeUndies because they immediately eliminated chafe. I've been living chafe-free for the last 3 years, and I'm never looking back. They're quite expensive, but worth every penny.
The best purchase I ever made was a dog because she was lovely. And the worst was a Chanel bag that I had no business owning. Used like twice.
The worst purchase I've ever made, Tinder Gold subscription. Complete waste of time. You can see who's liking you. Still turns out there's no one there. It's very upsetting. Yeah.
The worst purchase I did was when I slept with a lady boy, but I was wearing a condom that it didn't break to my knowledge. I spent all the payment for my gig on AIDS medication that I had to take for a month afterwards that had gnarly side effects. That was probably the worst purchase because it was just my paranoia. The best purchase was probably the AIDS medication that I purchased it because now I know I don't have AIDS.
Best purchase? Investing in a good vibrator. You know, you're going to put some decent amount of man hours into it. You want a good one.
I think the best purchase is a ukulele that I bought recently because I just want to learn a new music instrument. I'd say that that's a pretty good investment.
I'm going to say the best purchase wasn't a purchase. My boyfriend stole a frying pan. And that's been great, actually. It's a Teflon. And then the worst purchase I've ever made is a Carr, because P-platers can just ram them whenever.
Worst?
The worst in Westmont, it's my husband. No, I'm just joking.
I bought Spotify once. It wasn't much different, and I like ads, so bad purchase for me.
I don't know. There are heaps. Like, I bought a rowing machine that I'm clearly not using.
Hit me up for a discount code.